Hey, what's up guys? Hopefully you're surviving this coronavirus craziness and staying safe at home. I know for me, it's allowed me to catch up in my edits for like the first time in forever. And it's also freed up some more time for me to do some Lightroom tutorials. In my last video, I showed you how to use range masks and the video was way too long. I went back and watched it and I got bored watching myself, which doesn't usually happen. So in this video, I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet and I'm gonna show you how to enhance eyes using Lightroom brushes. You'll be able to take your photos from this to this in like 2 minutes or less. So with that, let's jump right into Lightroom and get editing. So now that we've got the image pulled up into Lightroom, we're gonna jump right in. So here's our final image that we're going to create, and here's the image without her eye being enhanced. The first thing I like to do is zoom in on their eyes so I can get a good accurate brush tool. I'm gonna pull up my brush tool. We're gonna put two different brushes down. The first brush is going to affect the texture and saturation, and the second brush is going to affect the light or the exposure in her eye. So I'm gonna pull up my brush tool and I'm going to cover her entire eye with this brush tool. I'm gonna jump over to her second eye and cover this one as well. And once I've got that down, I'm going to increase the texture of that brush. If you're not on the most updated version of Lightroom, you can use the clarity and sharpness in place of texture, but I really recommend upgrading to the most current version of Lightroom. Once I've got my texture up, I'm going to bring my sharpness up, and that looks about good. I'm actually also going to bring my saturation up. Now, the second brush is super important because when you are increasing the light on the eye, you don't want to increase light over the entire eye or it won't look three-dimensional anymore. We want to maintain the dark band around the pupil and the dark band around the outside of the eye. The eye is also going to be brightest near the catch lights. So now that we've got the first one down, I'm going to make a smaller brush. I'm going to increase my exposure. And it's gonna look super fake right now, which is okay, but I'm gonna go in and brush just the innermost part of her eye and the catch light. You can see that I'm avoiding getting too close to the pupil and too close to the outside edge of her eye. Come over to this other one and do the same thing. And you can see as we zoom out, it looks super fake. So we're gonna kind of tweak the lighting to where it looks good. Most of the time, I don't like to use the exposure tool for this. I like to bring up my shadows. It tends to look more natural because it's not gonna make the highlights look crazy bright. I might bring up my exposure just a touch, but you've gotta be very careful with that. And bring up my shadows just a little bit more. And I'm gonna bring my highlights down a little bit. Maybe bring that up. Now you can see if I toggle off my brushes, the difference that that's made. Now, one other thing that's super random on this photo is I was wearing a blue shirt and I feel like the blue shirt's kind of messing with my catch lights and the color of her eye. So I'm gonna go in and brush the saturation out of my shirt really quick. All right, you can see the difference in her eyes before the brushes, after the brushes. All right, there you have it. That's how you enhance eyes using Lightroom brush tools. Now remember guys, do not overdo this or else it will look super fake and the people in your photos will look like they're aliens. So don't overdo it. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have any questions, and don't forget to check out more of my work on Instagram. I'll post that link below. And it's time for my shameless plug. If you guys want to learn more about Lightroom and learn how I edited this photo before we even got to the eyes, go to the link below and sign up for my Lightroom course. You'll be the first to know when it launches and you'll get a special discount to purchase it. Follow the link below to portraitphotographypro.com and have a good day.